Hello, I'm back. How has everybody been? I hope you've been well. It's been so long since I filmed that this feels quite strange, but my hiatus is over and we're gonna start off with the 2021 vinyl tag for my first video in 2021. These tags freak me out a little bit. Honestly, it feels like this tag's meant to show off the diversity, the variety of someone's collection, but really it's just showing the limitations of mine. But I did try my best. This is what I came up with. A discovery in 2020. Well, if anyone watched me in 2020, you would know that the major discovery of music I had in 2020 was metal music. I now have a whole entire other channel dedicated towards my discovery of metal music. The band that I discovered in 2020, for sure, that summarized my discoveries of 2020 would be Black Sabbath. I am obsessed with Ozzy Osbourne now. I watch so many Ozzy Osbourne YouTube videos, like random videos of him being crazy now. It's insane. Like, I just think he's like the best person ever.
Who's the beer thief? You're the beer thief.
Since this record, I have got another album, like another vinyl, but you'll have to wait till later in the week to see my vinyl update video to see what record I also got from another band that I discovered in 2020 from that metal scene. But for now, you're gonna see this one because, oh my god, did I discover this band in 2020? Yes, I did. A Quarantine By. I'm gonna pick Parquet Courts, Wide Awake. I love so many songs on this album. I really like the songs Wide Awake, Normalization, Freebird 2, Total Football, and Almost Had to Start a Fight, something like that. An LP you want to find in 2021. 2021 is going to be an interesting year with my vinyl purchases. I'm not going to have too much money for records in 2021, so I'm going to have to do a lot more of like secondhand market shopping. But if there's something I could save up for and get, it would be Gwen Stefani's Love Angel Music Baby. Please. When I did like my top 30 albums of all time list last year, it made me realize the records that I love so much but I still don't own, and definitely one of those was this. If I could get this record on like a pink wax or something, like if I get a special version of this record, like I would actually die. Like if I filmed myself getting that record, like you would see another side of me. Next, a box set. A box set? Are you kidding me? And I'm joking, but really I don't own a box set. Too expensive, or the ones I see for cheap I don't really want. I'm not gonna lie, I just don't see box sets around that I want, especially the ones that I do see that I want, like $300 or something like that. And I don't have $300. A concept album. I have a concept album for you. It's Because the Internet by Childish Gambino. So this album is crazy. It drove his fan base like insane when he released this. There was like heaps of like weird codes you had to figure out. It's essentially like an internet themed album. So there's a lot of like online internet sources that were connected to this album that you'd have to like look into and research and figure out to like fully understand the idea and concept behind this album. There is also a specific link. It's like BecauseTheInter.net, and that links up to like a screenplay you're meant to watch along with this album. The vinyl also comes with this handy dandy booklet of heaps of words to read so you can understand the album. You getting my point? This is not just any album. This is a concept album. I should probably read this. An album where an artist/band changed directions. I really didn't want to show many of the records that I've acquired since my last video because I want to upload a vinyl update this week and show off all the new records I got. However, I couldn't not do this album for this prompt. Come on. They put this question in, what do you expect me to do? I've got to show off Kid A. This is the Different Direction album. This is what this is. I got this album for my birthday late last year from my dad. So, as you can see, it's not even open yet. I've been away, I've been on holidays, I've been staying with family. Everyone will already know what I mean when I show this album, but if you don't know, before this album, Radiohead was like a simple, like just rock band, and after this album, they went electronic. A white label promo. I had to Google what this means. When they say a white label promo, I'm just like, excuse me? A what? This is the last prompt where I don't have anything to show. I promise. I guess that's something else to add to the list now of things to get for my collection. A compilation album, once again. What else do I show but this? This is my favorite compilation album of all time. I'm obsessed. I did my like top 30 albums of all time video, and I tried to just do studio albums. I don't care if I'm trying to just do studio albums. This is better than all the studio albums put together. This is the compilation album on this channel. I love the Smiths. One of my favorite bands of all time. Yeah, why not? Why not? What? Next, an album that tells a story. This is Interpol's El Pintor, but it's the remixes version. Every time I look at this album, like every time I'm looking for my collection, I see this album, one of my least favorite stories of my entire life pops into my brain. My first boyfriend that I ever had, we were long distance, okay? So there was like 6 months of waiting before we ever met. And then we finally met up in the bright city of Melbourne and we went record shopping. And I was a little on edge. I don't know if anyone else has done this, but if you go through like a long distance relationship and then you see them again after a long time, you have a lot of adrenaline. And so we were record shopping and I was trying to focus. I was flipping through the records and I was like, focus, focus, focus. Get a record that he's gonna be really impressed by because he also loved music. And I was like 20 at the time, so I'm trying to impress people with my music at this point, which is so stupid. I saw this. You know when you flip through records, you only see the top half? And I was like, oh my God. El Pintor. He'll be so impressed by me. I snatched it out. I'm like, I found my album that I'm getting. I bought it, I took it home, and I spent the rest of my time I was meant to spend with him. Then he left, and eventually I looked back at the record that I picked in front of him, and I saw it was the freaking remixes version. I was like, are you kidding me? An album that needs a vinyl pressing. Frank Ocean. If you can hear me, Frank Ocean, please release the vinyl of Channel Orange already. I need it. Frank, you keep telling people you're gonna release the vinyl. Where is it? You've been saying it since like 2019 or something like that. It's like soon. Soon. When soon? A common album and an uncommon album. Why not my Joy Divisions, hey? So I've got Warsaw, JD, but I've also got Unknown Pleasures, Joy Division. Warsaw was the band before Joy Division, that's what they used to call themselves, but it's got a lot of Joy Division tracks on here, and then this is the actual Unknown Pleasures release. So this album would be quite common. This is like a Joy Division studio album. This is like an unofficial limited release right here of the Warsaw JD. So I really like how Transmission sounds on this, so I'm very happy with that. But it's also got like shadow play and stuff. An EP! Let's just keep riding that Joy Division train while we're at it. Peel Sessions, here we are. I've got the pink one and the grey one. That's how I differentiate them. This one's got She's Lost Control. She's lost control again. But this has got Love Will Tear Us Apart, so she's lost control again. Next, a girl group. This prompt is so depressing for me. El Pintor Remixes level of depression right now. I couldn't find a girl group in my collection. I only have like 4 records that are solely female artists. I have some records that like are bands that are made of females and males, but that's not a girl group if there's a male in it. So I didn't have a record that was just a girl group. So I was like, you know what? Okay, let's just make sure it's all girls at least, no males, and that there's at least 2 males. 2 males? Oh my God. Freudian slip, hey? 2 females. I mean 2 females. And I did it. I achieved the goal. I just went up 3 flights of stairs. Why am I so tired? I was a little mad that the postie interrupted my filming time. However, he did give me a vinyl, so I'm not super mad about this. This is actually from my boyfriend for my birthday. However, I don't actually know what this is because he got it for my birthday. There will be an unboxing of this later this week in my vinyl update video. Back to the girl group. Oh God. Missy Elliott and Lil' Kim. Is that a girl group? Hit him with the hee! An album cover you love. The album cover that I love, like the album cover, my favorite album cover, is King Crimson, called the Crimson King. Can't really seem to find one that just hits me the same as this, man. This album cover is iconic. There's a whole video by Bucket of Jake or something, I forget what his name was. He did a video about the artist behind this work and the tragic life of that artist, and it's so fascinating. I'll link that in the description. It just makes me love this album cover even more. An album that you've listened to the most. I always show the same album for this prompt as well, just to bang it over your heads. This is the album that I listen to the most. Daft Punk Discovery. This album is just like, I could listen to it on repeat for the rest of my days. And I may just do that. An album that you had to get an OG copy of. I don't really feel like I have to get the OG copy of anything. It doesn't really feel like that to me. I'm just sort of happy as long as it's listenable. I don't really care. But I did need to get an OG copy of this because there's only like 1 single run of it. So you either got the OG copy or you didn't get it at all. And that would be the Denzel Curry cover of Bulls on Parade on 7-inch. This came out for Record Store Day in 2020. And this cover had never been released on wax before, so I really wanted to pick it up and own it. And I guess this is the OG copy of this cover because there's only 1 run of it. In a way, I did have to get the original. So that's what I would say. is this little dude. Obviously, Bulls on Parade is a Rage Against the Machine song that I lose my voice over every time I do karaoke. The last album you purchased. This is a little funny. My streak of albums I've got recently is so cool. Like, it's so great. There's like 12 albums in a row that I'm like, look at my albums, like I'm doing so well here, and you'll see that in the update that I'm gonna do. However, that streak ended when I got this album. I saw it for like $5. It says $12 on there, but that wasn't the sticker that was on there when I bought it. And this used to be my jam when I was like 3 years old. There's a bear in there. Songs from the ABC Play School TV show. Yeah! Represent, man. You got all the classics on the back that I was honestly too young to I don't recognize these people. Like, this is too old, I think. Except John, I think, because John stayed on for a while. And obviously I recognize Little Ted and Big Ted. I don't know if this TV show was anywhere else, but it was playing when I was little in Australia, when I was a little baby. There's a bear in there. In 10 years' time, when I have a child of my own, this is the first vinyl they're gonna listen to, probably. Or Radiohead. An album they just don't get. I had a lot of trouble with this one. I was like, they? Who is they? Is they the vinyl community? Music lovers? General population? Pitchfork? Anthony Fantano? I chose who they is. I chose Anthony Fantano. Slow Rush, I guess. Like, I feel like Anthony Fantano didn't like this record enough and I wasn't very happy about it. I don't want to start any beef with Anthony Fantano, but this album's not that bad. Or like other people, honestly. Like, I've seen some other people do their top albums and I feel like this doesn't get mentioned a lot, and I liked it. It's my second favorite Tame Impala album of all time. Like, this was easily the most listened to album of 2020 for me. Like, so easy to listen to. I understand that it's not as sonically diverse and like intense as Fantano would wish. However, what's wrong with easy listening, really? Like, you don't want to listen to clipping every day of the week. A punk album, or the closest thing you have to it. I think I have a punk album. This is like punk rock, I guess. It's The Birthday Party, Junkyard. And this album has Nick Cave in it. But honestly, I don't listen to much punk, and that's my issue. You know what I mean? I need to listen more punk. Just like metal last year, I feel like I need to listen to more punk. So I'm thinking of doing that soon on my reactions channel, so that should be fun. But until then, this is the only punk album I own, I think, because the only reason I own this is not because it's punk, it's because it's Nick Cave. Favorite 2020 reissue. Oh my god. I knew straight away. I'm so happy with this album. RSD 2020 reissue of Pinata by Freddie Gibbs and Madlib. Freddie Gibbs, one of my favorite MCs. Currently, Madlib, my favorite producer of all time. I was considering putting this as like an album that they don't get, because I feel like I don't see this album in the vinyl community. Like, I feel like this album should be more talked about. From what I've seen, I've never seen anyone else talk about this album. I showed a song off this to my dad, and he is like one of those oldies. Only listens to like Yes and Rush and Led Zeppelin. And I showed him a song off this and he didn't mind it, okay? Like, there's some merit to this. Easily my favorite reissue that I got in 2020. I saw this and I was like, I need it. That was it. So there, that's it. Oh my god. I filmed my first video of 2021. It's been a while, but I feel like, can you stop jangling so much? I'm just back at it, like I never left. Like I said, put out that vinyl update video soon. I want to post a video about my top albums of 2020 as well, so look out for that. Those 2 videos should be out this week. I also filmed some more videos of my dad, which people loved. People loved the videos of me and my dad, and I loved it too. It's one of my favorite videos I ever filmed. And I filmed another couple of videos with him. I'm so excited to share them with you guys. He's such a sweetheart. So please subscribe, and you can hit the little bell notification, I think, so you get notified for when I upload. Secondly, like and comment, because guys, hello, please say hi to me, especially like my long-term subs. It's been so long, like, tell me how you're going. I'm very excited about this, so I hope I haven't been a little bit too much, but yeah, I'm so happy to be back. Until next time, which you won't have to wait another 2 months for another video. You're gonna wait like 2 more days, there'll be another video. Woohoo! It's 2021, life is better. Bye!